What is going on, everybody? How are you today? Um, well, I am thinking that so many of us are in a state of, I have no idea what to do next. So we've got layering, right? We have a pandemic, we have a financial crisis, rioting, protesting, and I don't think this is going to be the end of it, ladies and gentlemen. But what I am super, super clear on is that it's really, truly okay to be in this space of, I don't know what to do next. Because there is magic in that I don't know. Good morning, Ramona. It's really okay to be in that step of not knowing. What I would encourage each of you to do in this not knowing is to really ask yourself the question of, show me the next right step. Show me the next right step. You know, I really truly believe that a couple years ago when I was going through my divorce process, I was in a very much of an emotional state of unrest that felt like I was under assassination and I was under attack, and certainly that was, so much of it was my perception of it, right? I now am on the other side of that years later going, wow, I can see how I participated in it. I absolutely can see that. And Lisa, thank you very much for saying that'll look fabulous. And by the way, I will share a celebration because I'm all about sharing celebrations. This morning I stepped on the scale and I was the lowest that I've been in 11 years. And I'm like, yes! So, because I keep doing the next right step, which is my point, that it really is about just the next right step. And we are really being called as a society to stop operating from our minds and our egos, and our hearts have got to find the way. And for most of us, because our educational system, I'm highly educated. I have a lot of letters after my name. But you know what? That does not show you how to operate in your heart at all. It got me to operate from my mind and my ego. And yet my mind and my ego has served me so well over the years, but it's not going to get us to the next place. It's not going to get me to the next place. And it's so important for us to actually understand that, ask for the next right step in your heart. Ask for the next right step, because we're all in uncharted turf with pandemic, economic, and protest and rioting. Like, what is the next right step? And the only answer is going to come from your heart. That's the only way you're going to find that answer. And, we can all go into protective mode. We can all go into these modes of where we, all of our, we have to understand that the gift in every ounce of all of this is that we're all being given the gift to actually release our past traumas. And if you can see that and say, well, what? Okay, because when we're triggered, that means that something needs to shift within ourselves from an emotional healing perspective. And it's so important, and it has really nothing to do with what's going on in the present moment, even though our ego minds want us to actually say, like, it is what's going on right now, but it actually isn't. It's from our amygdalas, which is right back here. I keep talking about the amygdala. I like that word. I like saying that word for some silly reason. But the amygdala is actually where our past traumas are stored. And so I want to remind everybody that if you're triggered in everything that's going on and you're in this major state of like, I don't know, and you go to anxiety, I've shared this with everyone before, but a really great way to move through that is a thing called havening. And it's really simple, low cost. On a scale from 1 to 10, how bad are you triggered? And then we want to integrate your right and your left brain and align with your heart. And that's your heart meridian from Eastern philosophy. So to align your right and left brains, you go on your shoulders and you go down. 1, 2, 3. Good morning, Tamara. 4. And you do this 20 times. And what it does is it actually shifts you in your brain, the actual grooves in your brain, in your amygdala, that are creating a lot of your response systems to everything and anything in your world. And it brings it to the neocortex in the front, which actually then brings it into present moment versus your past. So your past versus your present moment. I talked about yesterday that I always talk about money and that you have to clean up your past while living in the present moment and plan for the future all at the same time. Well, we have to do that as well with our emotional structures. And it's really important. Like, how do you get out of your emotional triggers of anything? And the way you do that is havening. So 1 from 10, how bad are you triggered? Cross your arms and go down 20 times. And then go to, are you triggered on a scale from 1 to 10? Usually you're down to from a 2 to a 4. So I hope that little tidbit helps you guys. And much love. And all day today, just say, what is my next right step? What is my next right step? Because you will get there, I promise. See you guys soon. Bye.